Hey, hello everyone. Thank you for listening to my YouTube. Happy New Year! This year is the year of rat, so Happy New Year! I wish you the very, become prosperous, continue to make money off of the stock market. For those of you who are working, will get a raise and very nice bonus. Whatever the most important part is being healthy as we walk away from pandemic, COVID-19, and everything else will go in the way you wishes, and the world economy will be restored, and everything just going to be get better, and you'll be able to travel and visit your friends and families if you want. So speaking of the last video, for those who listen to me, HYLN did jump up significantly from $2.30 to $3.15 last Friday trading day. And also, you can see also very nice rebound on high tech stock, Google and Amazon. As I pointed that, they were lower than after the split, and actually went below $100, which was kind of a little too low. And then they were also rebounding on the Tesla, obviously, as Elon Musk was showing their stock and actually kind of your point very lower. I mean, in reality, even despite how you look at it, I actually think reducing the price is a better offer them. So for a company to make money off at least the price of a unit is matters. But a lot of time for manufacturing, you will talk about a lot of fixed costs associated with it. So if you produce one unit, it's going to cost you $1 billion. But if you produce 100 units, it's a relatively a lot cheaper. So it's a lot more important that they have very continuously have a very strong revenue of sales to really keep their unit costs down. So the other thing is also airlines, and you can saw some very nice rebound. The airline, and at the point in my old video was 30 some dollars, and you jump back up to 50, and really pre-pandemic $90. So you really can see still there's still some upside associated with airline and as travel resume. And then the other important part is Boeing also, with the good news of China buying their aircraft, and yet they will stay around $20 level. Netflix continue to be strong as they have continued increase of subscribers. Just have to remember the last time the Korean drama, they're driving a lot of hot topics, and people talk about it, and the series. So, I think they're gonna do continue the series two. Probably potentially end of this year, and next year will be actually pushed out. So there will be a lot of exciting, really, kind of their own productions that will really hit up the subscribers. So something to look into at at 250 I was kind of recommended to buy in the stock, and obviously I look forward to be about $400 level or back to 500. If you compare them when they were high end, I mean it's still really significantly lower, not even 50% lower than where they were at, and obviously these strong and big high tech they continue to still profit. And Apple, just to give you a latest news, they developed a $3,000 VR. So again, Meta platform really want to kind of join and work with them as an alliance, but but it wasn't successful. So who knows? We will see, continue to see developing story on that. I mean, Meta platform also have rebounded from 80 some dollars at low point and bound $130. So if you have bought it, you will be profit about $40 with this earnings season momentum that driving upwards. Also, so last week, what was the really main primary driver for the stock went up? It really is just talking about this consumer price index, and also the Michigan consumer sentiment, that it was actually people were more optimistic and really thinking about inflation is kind of slowing down, have a sign of improvement. Therefore, the Fed may actually only price in the 0.25 basis point. But again, for a long-term perspective, I'll share with you guys already. I mean, Fed had already saying that where they want to be 5% or maybe a little more than that for the interest rate. So you can see another 100%, which is light in the tunnel anyway. And with the election presidential year of 2024, mostly they want to really make the economy and the stock market look quick, get people voting for them. So something to think about, bear in mind. And one thing to have to pay attention, however, is that although Tesla really decreasing their pricing of the unit automobile, which will make the consumer very happy, and hopefully will other automobile company will follow their for their lead. But then oil price, however, is from $78 WTI rebounded to over $82. So that's something to watch for at China reopening from COVID, and there will be more demand, at least definitely for oils. So as more productions, everything, consumer price and driving is going on, right? So Tesla again, somebody have saying that they probably will have $175 price target, some $200 price target. And again, they were beaten up pretty badly because of Tesla just CEO Elon Musk have to sell the shares to fulfill the money to buy Twitter. So it was going down below $100 and now pretty back up. They still have a lot of momentum. I think for the long run, I look for about $200 for that stock. So and then Netflix, we just talked about it. It's also very strong about that have a little momentum that will probably drive through. So what is going to have next week? There's also 100 companies still continue to report earnings. There's some big one, ServiceNow, Chevron, Visa, and so on. So it will be another probably maybe a mixed result again, but that will be driving market. Will have a up and down volatility. Again, volatility is where giving you opportunity to buy if stock can slip, right? And then for the long one, looking, with possibility that interest rate can be finished, uprising, more stabilized economy, and the inflation started going away. You actually can see the market, with EV going to come into play in 2025, and also the global economy recovery. There should be a lot of upside potentials. And again, I was looking for tourism in particular. I mean, in Hong Kong, as an example, you can look at the stock index. It was from 14,500 and go back up to 22,000 just in a very short month and a half period. So if the market is going to have momentum pushing market up, you'll always be surprised that how quickly the index and everything move up. So tourism, airline. I'll look at in particular now casino stock, gambling stock. And I think Caesar Entertainment with some rooms around that. And robots, I still believe that, Microsoft or wherever will buy them out eventually at $70 at least per share. So right now they're at 35, so it's still 100% upside on that one. And the office of China, again, start to support the high tech with this year new policy again. So then, Pinduoduo, PDD, which I've seen the price stock have already gone up a lot. Tencent, and Alibaba, those have some potentials, which will go along, and Baidu, which will go along with the US, high tech stock, which are Apple, Google, Amazon. I mean, cloud is still going to be future, definitely. The only more you store, only more information, photos, right, and sensitive information sometimes too as the cloud. And also in the corporations, you also have a lot of digital innovation that continue to be the driver in the future, right? And then in the automobile side, the electronic vehicle, how to make the environment and pollutant less. That's really the drivers. And then obviously there's some fundamental as well that we're going to drive the economy continue to go strong. And I still think cruise may take a little bit of time to rebound, but then you can see airline probably in summer will be a very good time to coming back. So hopefully this you will like my video and subscribe if you have not. And feel free to email me with questions. And I see this year of the rat. It's like rat is jumping around, just like the stock market jump a bit, but it go high and high. Thank you very much. Have a nice and wonderful week.